Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. In this video I'll be previewing the 5th test match of this series. Let's get into this preview video. Starting off with the ground conditions. I last covered a match that took place at this venue 2 years ago in the 2023 World Test Championship final. And in that, we've seen that this ground is a bat-first venue. And in that match, because on day 1 it'd be tough for batting and it'd be tough on day 5, India won the toss and chose to bowl first, and when it was 76 for 3, it seems as if things were going well. But the moment they made that decision at the toss, I knew they would lose that match, and we saw how things transpired. And I think in 2021, England needed 210 runs to win on the last day. There was 75 without loss overnight, and yet they could not chase that total. So it shows that chasing at this venue is not easy. It's a bat-first venue. Now getting to the playing 11. For India, I'd suggested a playing 11 on my previous video, depending on the seamers that would be fit. There's been some updates regarding that. Bumrah will not play this match. Arshdeep, I think, is available. Akashdeep, I don't know. So in that case, my India 11 would be KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudarshan, Subman Gill, Washington Sundar 5, Ravindra Jadeja number 6, Dhruv Jurel 7, Akashdeep 8, Arshdeep Singh 9, Prasidh Krishna 10, Mohammad Siraj 11. And as you can see, there is no Kuldeep Yadav because, and I said this in the previous video, he should have played in the 4th test match. He should have played all throughout this series, and he has not played a match thus far. You saw how it adversely impacted India's bowling in the previous match. And based on conditions, if you bring him in now, where the hell elsewhere, that spinners haven't had too much of an impact at this venue, and out of that impact, the finger spinners have had greater impact than the wrist spinners, which is why you've got Washington Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja there. If you bring in Kuldeep Yadav, the only way you could bring him in is if you're not sure about the injury situation of the seamers, or if you're not sure about their performance, you bring in an attacking bowler like Kuldeep Yadav and you may think you're in the match somewhat. However, the reason why I've gone with this 4 is because now England will look to bat aggressively. If one fast bowler goes to runs, if you play 3 fast bowlers, and then the spinners don't get involved in as much until the latter part of the test match. You've got 2 defensive bowlers in Washington and Jadeja. Kuldeep Yadav may not be as effective at the start despite being an attacking bowler, then you'll be in a problem. So I've gone with 4 seamers and 2 spinners. And Dhruv Jurel would take Rishabh Pant's place because Jagadish Singh's just been drafted. Now I think Dhruv Jurel will take Rishabh Pant's place. So I don't think there is anything else to consider for India. They should play this combination. I think if they win the toss, they've got to bat first and continue that momentum from the fantastic comeback in the previous match. And now for England, where I've been saying this for a long while now. Brydon Carr scored 47 in the previous match. What did that do for England's chances to win the game? Nothing. He's bowled quite ordinarily in this series thus far. So what I would do is you should get a frontline seamer and Sam Cook, who's a defensive bowler. He's not as quick as Brydon Carr, but he can contain at one end, where I wouldn't have done this before, but Ben Stokes, an injury cloud, how many overs will he bowl? You don't know. Jofra Archer, he's also got a biomechanically strenuous action, and his pace reduced in the latter part of the previous test match. So if you've got Chris Woakes, who also passed a new ball, who struggle to pick up wickets, then you've got a problem that's attack going to appear one-dimensional, which is why I've gone with Gus Atkinson, who can bowl quickly. I've left out Chris Woakes and Brydon Carr. Gus Atkinson can also bat, meaning you've got batting into 10, but you don't need more batting than what they've got. So this is the combination that I'd go with England. They may continue to play Chris Woakes and Brydon Carr, but I think that would weaken their attack. And now on the comparison of playing 11s, the top 4 for India, you've got KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudarshan, Shubman Gill, compared with Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett, Ollie Pope, and Joe Root. I will repeat, skill level wise, if you remove Joe Root, India's top 4 has got an advantage over the English top four. So I've gone with India to take that edge. And now for the lower middle order, I will always give the edge to England because Washington scored a century the previous match. Jadeja has been in fantastic form. Jude Jurel's a very good player playing his first test match in the series. Harry Brook play aggressively. Ben Stokes can play double roles. Jamie Smith has been in very good form, play aggressively. Meaning, I'd said with the rate of scoring, when you compare both the sides, especially if England have got to a relative platform, then you've got the three there who can take the match away from you at a faster pace. So the lower middle order for every match, I've given England the edge. I'll continue to do so here. And now for the bowling, if Akashdeep is fit, then you've got Arshdeep Singh, who I think is very good. Prasidh Krishna really hit the correct lengths. You don't know Mohammad Siraj on this kind of surface where batting for most of the days, it would be good for the batsman. I hope he doesn't go over attackingly and go for runs like he did in the previous match. Jofra Archer, as I said, biomechanically strenuous action. Can he stay fit for the entirety of this match, bowling 20 plus overs each innings? You don't know. Then you've got, will Gus Atkinson play? You don't know. And I think even if he does play, India wouldn't mind playing against him. How many overs would Ben Stokes bowl? You don't know. Liam Dawson bowled many overs with a good economy rates in the previous match. Is he going to threaten India? No, he's not. Sam Cook is a defensive bowler. If they play Chris Woakes and Braden Curse, it would weaken England's attack. Despite the uncertainties regarding India's attack, I've gone with India to very slightly take the edge in this case and to go on to win this match and draw the series 2-2. Let's see how things pan out. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, friends. This is my opinion. Watch us.